All right, cat confidants, gather round. We're about to embark on a journey into the secret world of feline trust. You might think earning a cat's trust is harder than teaching a fish to tap dance, but fear not. Your furry friend has been leaving you clues all along. Cats, those masters of mystery and side-eye, actually have a whole repertoire of behaviors that scream, "I trust you," in their own unique whiskered way. It's like a secret handshake, only with more fur and occasional claw involvement. From belly flashes that aren't booby traps to sleep positions that would make a contortionist jealous, we're about to uncover 8 unmistakable signs that your cat has placed you firmly in their inner circle of trust. Let's dive into the wonderful world of feline faith. 1. The vulnerable snoozer. First up on our trust parade, the cat that turns into a furry pretzel when they sleep around you. If your feline friend conks out in bizarre, exposed positions in your presence, congratulations! You've just been granted VIP access to Kitty's comfort zone. When a cat sleeps with their belly up, legs akimbo, or in any position that leaves them vulnerable, they're essentially saying, "I trust you not to attack me while I'm recreating scenes from Cirque du Soleil in my sleep." In the wild, this kind of exposure could be a death sentence, so your cat is showing you some serious faith here. But it's not just about the belly. A cat that's willing to sleep with their back to you or curled up right next to you is displaying a level of trust usually reserved for their own kind. They're saying, "You're my designated bodyguard for this nap session. Don't let me down." So the next time you find your cat passed out in a position that defies the laws of physics, resist the urge to giggle. Okay, maybe giggle a little. Instead, bask in the warm, fuzzy feeling of being your cat's most trusted sleep security system. 2. The elevator eyes. No, we're not talking about the judgmental up and down look your cat gives you when you come home wearing a new outfit. We're talking about the slow blink, also known as the cat kiss or "I love you" in feline body language. When your cat looks at you with half-closed eyes and slowly blinks, they're not trying to seduce you or practicing their model pout. This is actually a sign of deep affection and trust. In cat world, prolonged eye contact can be threatening. So by closing their eyes in your presence, they're saying, "I trust you enough to be vulnerable around you." It's like your cat is blowing you kisses with their eyelids. Romantic, right? And the best part? You can return the gesture. Try slow blinking back at your cat and watch as they melt into a puddle of furry love. Just be careful not to overdo it, or your cat might think you have something stuck in your eye. There's a fine line between affectionate blinking and looking like you're having an ocular malfunction. 3. The tail tells. Your cat's tail is like a mood ring, only furrier and occasionally knocking things off shelves. When it comes to trust, the tail has a lot to say. A cat that truly trusts you will greet you with their tail straight up, often with a little hook or question mark shape at the end. This is the feline equivalent of a cheerful, "Hello, favorite human." It's like they're giving you a furry high five with their rear antenna. But the trust doesn't stop there. A cat that wraps their tail around your leg or arm is essentially hugging you, feline style. They're marking you as their territory and saying, "You're my human, and I want everyone to know it." And let's not forget the gentle tail swish. While a thrashing tail usually means annoyance, a soft, gentle swish while your cat is near you is often a sign of contentment and trust. It's like they're saying, "Life is good, and it's because you're here." So next time your cat greets you with a tail that's more expressive than an overzealous orchestra conductor, know that you're witnessing a display of deep feline faith. 4. The needy baker. Has your lap ever been turned into a makeshift bakery by your cat's enthusiastic paw kneading? Congratulations! You've just been chosen as the preferred dough for your cat's imaginary biscuits. This behavior, often called making biscuits, for obvious reasons, is a throwback to kittenhood when cats would knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. When an adult cat does this to you, they're essentially saying, "You make me feel as safe and content as I did with my mom." It's not just a compliment, it's a sign of deep trust and affection. Your cat is reverting to one of their most vulnerable states, kittenhood, in your presence. It's like they're saying, "You're my safe space, my happy place, my own personal stress ball." Of course, this display of trust can sometimes be a bit painful, especially if your cat forgets to retract their claws. But hey, no pain, no gain in the world of feline affection, right? Maybe invest in a thick blanket to protect your legs from their enthusiastic declarations of trust. 5. The copycat. If imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, then a cat that mimics your behavior is basically writing you a love sonnet. When your cat tries to copy what you're doing, it's not just adorable, it's a sign of deep trust and connection. Does your cat sit next to you and paw at your book or newspaper? They're not critiquing your reading choices. They're trying to be just like you. Have you caught your cat watching TV with you, head tilted in concentration? They're not actually interested in the latest reality show drama. They're interested in sharing an activity with you. Some cats take this to the extreme, following their humans to the bathroom or trying to help with chores. It's like having a furry little shadow that occasionally knocks things over. This mimicry is your cat's way of saying, "I trust you so much I want to be just like you." It's also a way for them to feel closer to you by participating in your activities. So the next time your cat tries to help you type by walking across your keyboard, remember, you're not dealing with an annoyance, you're witnessing a display of deep feline admiration, even if it does result in a few gibberish emails. 6. The grooming guru. If your cat suddenly turns into a furry barber and starts grooming you, don't worry, they're not critiquing your hygiene. Well, probably not. This behavior, known as allogrooming, is actually a significant sign of trust and affection. In the feline world, mutual grooming is reserved for family members and very close friends. By licking your hand, face, or hair, let's hope you use cat-friendly shampoo, your cat is essentially saying, "You're part of my inner circle. Let me care for you like I would my own family." It's not just about cleaning either. Grooming releases endorphins in cats, making it a soothing and bonding experience. So when your cat decides to give you a sandpaper kiss, they're sharing a deeply positive experience with you. Of course, being groomed by a cat isn't always pleasant for us humans. Their tongues are more Brillo pad than loofah, but try to appreciate the sentiment behind the scratchy affection. Your cat is treating you like their own personal spa client, free of charge. Just maybe keep your mouth closed during these impromptu grooming sessions. 7. The present giver. The joy of receiving a gift from your cat. Whether it's a toy mouse, a sock, or heaven forbid, an actual dead critter, your cat's present-giving behavior is a clear sign of trust and affection. In the wild, mother cats bring prey back to their kittens to teach them hunting skills. When your domesticated tiger brings you gifts, they're treating you as part of their family. It's their way of saying, "I care about you and want to make sure you're well fed, even if you are a terrible hunter." It's also a way for your cat to show off their hunting prowess and seek your approval. They're like a kid bringing home an A+ report card, expecting praise and maybe a spot on the fridge. Though please don't put that dead mouse on the fridge. So the next time your cat proudly presents you with a gift, try to look appreciative, even if you're internally grossed out. In their mind, they're not just giving you a random object. They're sharing the spoils of their great hunt with a trusted family member. It's the thought that counts, right? 8. The vocal virtuoso. Last but not least, let's talk about your cat's chattiness. If your feline friend seems to have a lot to say to you, especially with a variety of vocalizations, it's a sign they trust you enough to communicate openly. Cats are actually fairly quiet creatures by nature, primarily using vocalizations to communicate with their mothers as kittens. An adult cat that talks to you frequently is showing a kitten-like trust and dependency. These vocalizations can range from the classic meow to chirps, trills, and even little grunts or mumbles. Each sound has its own meaning, and over time, you and your cat develop your own unique language. When your cat greets you with a chorus of meows, they're not just saying hello, they're expressing joy at seeing you and trust in your presence. It's like they're saying, "Oh, good, you're back. Let me tell you about my day." So the next time your cat strikes up a conversation, don't just dismiss it as noise. Engage with them, even if you don't speak fluent cat. Your willingness to communicate back reinforces the bond of trust between you. Just maybe don't meow back in public. That might earn you some strange looks. And there you have it, feline aficionados. 8 unmistakable ways your cat shows they trust you completely. So what's next for you? Discover the signs your cat considers you their best friend, or learn the ways cats show their love to humans. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.